PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam. Joker, 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 joker.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Now a run with Akers. And he's got room. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Rams.
Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in. Cam Akers with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Eagles 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sacked.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
10 at the 50-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Rams 7, Eagles 6.
Second and 11.
Check, 43. Watch QB drop. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Get him. Get him. 60 back.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
18-yard line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and now it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They are going for it. Gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Rams
from the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
10 yards to go.
Again, Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
Goff throwing again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Ram, Roby Coleman. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. You're going to come away with nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Rams 7. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
We won it. Come to my work. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. In your face.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is caught at the 8.
To number 15.
23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
To number 15.
From 8 yards out. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 41-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Rams 14.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Out of the gun, Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Goff on first down. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Philadelphia.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Los Angeles.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these type.
And now look at him go. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 96 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
The Eagles.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
And the Rams first down.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
And 10. At the Eagles.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Now he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Deep ball for Goodwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
It's a foot race. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 84 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's get there. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Dig in, let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would like to work a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Play action. It's gone. His throw incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up second and
going right back to Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Left side here to Sanders. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
43's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
First throw in overtime for Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the counter, this is Akers.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my